Hello and good evening. I am Emma Goddard and you can find me at coastalcrafter.com. Hey Sue, how are you? I have had a good day, thank you. We went out sofa shopping, so still not decided, but I think we're getting closer. We're getting closer. It doesn't feel like an easy job. So yeah. I thought we'd do a bit of colouring tonight, so I'll wait for a few people to jump on. Let me know where you're from. Say hello in the live chat. I thought I'd do a bit of a giveaway for the cards this evening. So if you post the comment #happymail, all one word, then your name will go into the draw. I will mention that again in a short while once a few more people have popped on. Hello. How are you all? Yeah, I thought I'd do a live draw tonight. So we've got a bit of watercolouring, I thought. Claire's kicked it off with the correct hashtag. Thank you. So I'll just check that has worked. Yeah, it has. Perfect. So #happymail, and your name will go into a draw to receive one of the cards that I've made this evening. So hello. I thought I would have a play with. I was having a look at my stamp sets and I thought, what do I use? What will I play with? What will I bring out? And I thought, do you know what? I thought we could have a little play with the new in colours. Katie says, always excited about a live draw. Woo! So I thought we'd play with the new in colours. These are available to add to a starter kit. And they're available to demonstrators now. And they will be available in the new catalogue, annual catalogue, from the 3rd of May. So those colours are coming soon. Right, let's have a little look. I can see that, so I'll call you. I might call you Nigel, but you're all right. I can see it's you. Right, I want my Stamparatus. Let's grab that. And oh look, I've been naughty. I've not put my stamps away. I'm gonna take them off. Evening, Melissa. How are you doing? All right. And I'll put them to one side. Gotta be in it to win it, Sue, haven't you? Gotta be in it to win it. Right. Let me grab a little bit of, turn that over. And I'm just getting my stamp on. I left my stamps on from last time. That'll be where they are hiding. Right, let's get desk view. And there we go. So I've pulled out some watercolor paper. I'm sorry if the lighting's a bit funny tonight. I have done my best. My bulb to the right-hand side of my desk has blown, and they are not due to arrive until tomorrow with me. So unfortunately, I've had to pull out a kind of a camping light thing. So it seems to be doing all right. But if you're thinking it's a bit shadowy, then that will be why. Judith, first time I've watched you live. Oh, welcome. So welcome if you're watching on the replay as well. It's always lovely to have you comment and watch along, whether you're watching live or on the replay. Let me grab some water. So, brush is a bit mucky. Oh, I was not very organised. I was busy eating my dinner. That's priorities. I sat eating my dinner and I thought, gosh, it's that time. Quick, let's go. So right, okay, so I'm set up now. Let's stamp. So I have pulled out hand penned because I love this stamp set. Isn't it gorgeous? And I've also pulled out Cactus Cuties. Not sure if I'm going to get around to using that one, but we shall see how we go. I've got lots of ideas whirring around for their hand penned. So Sue says, wouldn't be the same Sunday evening without you. Oh, bless you. Right, I'm going to stamp in Stays On onto watercolor cardstock. So rather than heat embossing and all of that kind of jazz, I'm doing the Stamper Artist just to see if I don't stamp properly the first time, then we can come back onto the image. That's not too bad, actually. I think my Stays On needs a bit of re-inking. That's a bit better. I might put a bit more ink in there, actually. That's Memento. I might just top it up. It's not very inky. No. I'm just checking I'm using the right thing on the right pad then. It's soaking in. There. And I'll just use, I've got one of these scraper things. This was a Stampin' Up thing. It came with the, I think I've mentioned it before. Ages ago, we used to get, was it vinyl? Was it vinyl? Anyway, that said Stampin' Up in our starter kit. It's a long time ago. And it was like a home decor piece. There, that's better. That's better. That's better. Let's do another one. Let's get this going. Both in East Sussex. Louise says Sunday evening is made for relaxing to watch you after a day. Oh, and a day of crafting. Fabulous. Yeah, happier with that. And I might just lift that and pop it onto my block. Okay. So now we can start doing the fun bit. And paint. So colours I have got are the new in colours. So I thought Orchid Oasis, maybe to get started. And I have also got the re-inkers. I do like to buy the re-inkers when I buy the ink pad, because then especially with the in colours, when it comes to, it feels like a long way off. It feels like 2 years is a long way off. But when it comes to retiring, you're not without that ink refill right at the last minute. And it means you've definitely got it with that ink pad. Plus, you can do cool kind of painting techniques as well. So can we see that okay? Do you want to be in a bit closer? Let me move you in a little closer. There. I'm just going to add the water. I've got a bit of ink on the edge of that. Pretty. Going to add a bit more water, and then we can put some of that stronger ink into the water. Cool, huh? And this is a kind of this original image was, when it was created by the Stampin' Up artist, was hand penned, hand painted, and then hand drawn, the outline images. So it's perfect for kind of adding watercolor to. Although it does come with some images. So if watercoloring is not your thing, you can create like a watercolor look with the images that you stamp over the top. And this has got a beautiful kind of purpley hue to it. Very pretty. There. That's one. And so I've also pulled out Sweet Sorbet. A couple of drops. Try not to put too much ink in the lid and just use up what's there, or wipe it out to try and keep it a little bit cleaner so that it's not getting too saturated, too full of ink. No. So we went sofa hunting today. We've been looking for one for ages, for well, before Christmas. Like, we've been looking for one for months and months, but we just can't find one that we both like, or that we either one of us like, actually. I don't know why it's proving so difficult, but I think we're kind of getting a little closer. But that did result in a whole day of being out and about, but it was nice. So it was nice weather. I love this set. It's so pretty. Thought we could maybe add, I know it's not in the in colours, but we could maybe add a touch of daffodil into, so this is Daffodil Delight, and I thought we could maybe just add a touch of that into the edges, just to give that a bit of yellow tone. Kath says, hello Emma and everyone, I caught you live at last, looking forward to this tutorial. Oh, good evening and welcome. Where are you from, Kath? Is it evening for you? Or are you already in Monday? Right, let's dry these off so that when we paint the leaves, the ink doesn't run into them. Ah, thanks, Brian. Just add a little bit of different tones to the flowers. Let's just dry that. Now we can add the green because that is a little bit oh, so it is evening for you then. Lovely. I'm now going to add the green, which is Parakeet Party. It is Parakeet Party. Just checking my names. Now that it's dried a little, it's less likely to run between the two colours. This week I'm starting to prepare. I'm going to be busy preparing as well the catalogue launch. So if you're in my Card and a Cuppa extra group, you will get the catalogue launch online part for free. That's part of the extra of being in that group. But anyone is welcome to join wherever you are in the world. So the online part is £10. Or if you'd like to join with some make and takes going out to you, then it's £15. Obviously the make and takes are only available to those in the UK. But anyone is welcome to sign up for those, providing you're in the UK. And it'll be using fun new product. So I'm so excited for my delivery tomorrow. I decided to cut kits this evening. I know you will not be able to do anything once that order lands. You'll just be like, new shiny stuff. So it's probably a blessing that it hasn't arrived yet, so you can get your jobs done before it arrives. Okay. Oh, these colours are gorgeous. Love them. So I'm just going back and adding some darker parakeet. This is my favourite, I think, this lime green. And then a close second is the orchid, maybe, or the Tahitian tide. I'm not sure, can't decide. But parakeet is the green is amazing. I love lemon lime twist, so this just makes me happy. Happy. Okay, so we've got some of those coloured, which is nice. I thought so that'll be that kind of, we can do those. My other thought was, how wide is a card if I cut it that way? So I'm just cutting some watercolor cardstock to sit on the top of a card. 14.5 by 3 maybe. Nah, we'll see. So card going that way. Do you use much water first? Enough on the paper so that it's not dry, yeah, but not loads. Otherwise you just end up with puddles, and the ink's then too diluted. Right. I am going to do this one. So we're going to cover this piece. The reason I'm doing this not on the Stamparatus is because I want to be able to move it around. No, the painter is wet and it's got water in it. I'm trying not to squeeze it because the water that's in it is very dirty and I haven't got around to cleaning it out. So I have got a tub of water on my desk that's clean. And I can kind of control that. So this is going to tuck in there. A bit like creating a designer paper background this. So we're going to just fill in all the spaces. And just by twisting and turning the stamps, you kind of get that interlocking, and just finding the space where that sits. I started to keep my blender pens. I need to put, yes. Grab a scrap bit of paper and have a play. It's how we just, you have to practice. Have to practice. It doesn't have to be perfect first time. Okay, I think I'm there. So a bit of designer paper, but that is watercolor. That's the fluid 100 watercolor with stays on ink so that the black lines won't run. Now, shall we do Orchid Oasis and stick to the same kind of colors, or shall we do Tahitian Tide? Not sure what colors to. Let me just grab a bit of scrap. Here's me saying, let me find my ink. This is the Tahitian Tide. Let's put some water on there. There. Oh, look at that. So which colour? What colour shall we put? Tahitian, just because I want to see it. I think I'll go Tahitian. Oh, all the different colours. We could do a bit of everything. Yeah, we could do a bit of each, couldn't we? I like that idea. All right. Be very tropical with the Tahitian. So we could even mix in. There's nothing to say that we can't mix in Starry Sky, say, into the blue. But we can mix and match these. As a Tahitian Tide and Parakeet are definitely favourites. Oh, they're just stunning, aren't they? Stunning, stunning. I'm a fan of the brights anyway. Like, I'm really drawn to the bright colours. I was saying at my class over the weekend, I think kind of the subtles for me, I'm drawn to them at Easter, springtime, that kind of stuff. I think I'm drawn to the subtles then, and it like a bit like the sort of Cajun craze colours. I'm drawn to them around autumn, but then outside of that, I'm all about the brights. Yeah, they are. They're fabulous. Right. We'll just add some ink on there. Should we mix and match? Should we do some other colour flowers on there as well? We could add in the reds or the blues. Starry Sky. That's the Starry Sky. So we could go Starry Sky in some of these. That is a bit darker. Am I still on the page? Okay. That one. Let me grab my orchid. Once you water them down there, it's softer. More Tahitian Tide here. I think I'm going to keep it all with the blues actually on this one. You could have it really soft as well. You could go really soft and light. Just a touch. And if you go too much, you can lift it with the chamois, which is a handy tool to have whilst you're watercolouring. Oh, like there where I put too much on, I can just lift that off. That's when I had too much water on my paintbrush. So sort of mix some of that back in. Ooh. Let's mix the two blues together a little. On some of them, and then it kind of helps the colours join together on the page a little bit more. Not oh. I love how quick it is colouring with watercolour. Debbie says they do look nice together, don't they? I love the way the two blues work together. Kind of give it that petrol-y. Purpley blue. Pretty, pretty. I think it's not being, I think just testing that as well, like testing on your paper before you go into your project. If you're not sure, you can always test on a scrap piece to check if they're going to mix nicely. Or not. There. Make up different colours then. Have I got all the flowers? I think I have. Maybe is that a flower there? I think that's a leaf. Okay. I think we're there. Let's take that blue out of that. And I will bring in the green. So we've got, oh, that light's now gone out. Must be on a timer. Honestly. Why is it being annoying? Oh, sorry. I don't think it's going to stay on. Let me see if I can make that light do. I don't know why that's not staying on. I'll keep pressing it, but it's I'm going to leave it. It's not exactly, I'm not plunged into darkness. We're probably all right. It's not ideal, but hopefully you can still see the page okay. The bulbs will be here tomorrow and I will be back up to normal lighting. But for now, we'll just have to deal with it. Sorry, getting distracted. Incoming. My son. Trying to right, let's do these. I think we are nearly there. Can anyone spot any leaves? Yell at the screen, I'm sure I'll hear you. I think that's okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. Ah, Hazel, you're so sweet. The light has given up. It can't compete with the brilliance of these new colours. Aren't they stunning? Aren't they stunning colours? Right, let's make these into some cards. Let's pop them to one side. Let's clean my brush. And let's see what we can do with these. So I've got the dies for these. I also pulled out this one because this is just stunning. I love this background. It's called Stitched Greenery and it's fabulous. Susan's mine should be here tomorrow. Yay! That one. These are the hand penned dies, and we're going to pop that on like so, and quickly run that through. Oh, that light. At least I don't have a power cut. You know, there could be worse things. Hey, there could be worse things in the world. It's only a light. Right, let me see if this will go through. So we have got one. And two. I'm going to use one flower on one card. It does, especially with darker cardstock. Yes. And me and this light are going to fall out. It's just like. It must be. Is it battery powered? Must be, because I haven't plugged it in. So it's, I think it must be the battery's going. Right. Card. Let me grab a white card base. And I'm going to cut that in half at 10.5. So go long ways and then score that at 14.8. Yes, thank you, Debbie. Anyone who's joined recently, I'm going to give these cards away. So I'll send them anywhere in the world. You don't have to be in the UK. But if you pop in the comments, #happymail, all one word, it will pop your name into the draw to be picked out at the end of the live. So that I want to keep that just fairly simple, and I wanted to put on there the big happy. I don't know, or thanks would be nice, wouldn't it? It's not wide enough, so I'm going to have to chop some off. That is, how wide is that? About 1 1/8 inches. So, don't really like to chop into this, but I'm going to. Let me. How much do I take off? How much do we chop this? We want 1 1/8 inches. I think I'll take. Let me take a 3/4 inch strip, or kind of a 2 centimetre-ish strip off, because then I could use that on another. It's substantial enough to use on another card rather than just chopping away at it, and it being a bit of a slither. I might do it like that, actually. Oh, decisions. My goodness. Right, let's do the thanks there. Something like that would be nice, won't it? Let's put that in the Stamparatus so that we can get that lined up. I'll pop that in there. I'm not going to stick that down just yet, so that we know we've got this stamped as we want it to be. And then if we go Orchid Oasis, I think, hopefully. Oh, I'm hoping going to be okay. It's gone quite inky. Oh, not bad. I'm going to go again. It's the beauty, isn't it? Stampin' Up. Nice. I can get that a bit darker. Don't know, is that gone too inky? I think it's okay. I'm being really indecisive about that. Right, hang on. I'm going to stamp it again on a piece of white. That's better, I think. Who says yes, lovely? Oh, bless you. Yeah, just trim that down a little bit. I trim that edge. I'm going to go 14.5. Let's keep that. Jazz says, love the new ink colours. Aren't they gorgeous? There. That way, we could maybe put out a little bit of baker's twine. Ryan said, I would have used the scripty, thanks, but this is a better choice. Gorgeous. Oh, thank you. Thanks. Thanks. Let me. I've got a bit of Orchid Oasis actually. I wonder if we have a little pop of that. Hold fire 1 second. So it's 5.5. 6 centimeters. 14.5. I need to put a new blade in my trimmer. I've been using it a lot. That is nice. Put that right down to the edge, couldn't we? With the block, and then twine, or just push that edge up. I think either side works well. Let's do that. And I'll go on like that. Oh, it's given up completely now. Right. And onto there. So that's the Orchid Oasis cardstock. So I'm working on a white panel, and the beauty of that is you can stamp again, but also I can tie around the baker's twine. So this is another sneaky peek product. This is a baker's twine combo pack, so one of each colour. And I'm gonna pull in now. I think I'll go with the orchid. So Orchid Oasis. And we'll just leave a tail around this edge because we want the bow to sort of sit along with the thanks. So I'll go around a couple of times. And then I'm going to have the bow over this side. Oh, let's get that under there. And into just a little bow on there. So keep it pretty simple, but just the watercolouring can then really be the star. There. Oh yeah, mix of them would be nice, wouldn't it? Right, let me pop that just onto that front. I'm just gonna glue that down. You could put it on dimensionals if you wanted to, but I'm gonna keep it a bit more simple. How beautiful. I love seeing the new colours with sets we've already got. Really just freshens them, doesn't it? And sees them in a different light. So that is our hand penned with Tahitian Tide and Orchid Oasis. There is new ribbon coming, so there's metallic ribbon as well. But that is the first card done. And then we've got the two these two pieces to put onto a card. So we've got to find homes for these two pieces. I think we could maybe do, I do love a stripe now. I do love a watercolor stripe. Does the bright ink bleed through the card? No, because it's on watercolor, so you're all good. And the stamped image is, you can see it, but it doesn't bleed through. So, right, stripes. Let's grab some more watercolor because why not? I'm going to use half a sheet of the Fluid 100. So roughly, I'm going to just change my blade because everything's cutting fluffy. I should have done that earlier. And yeah, I didn't. Luckily, I've got some spares just in my drawer here. Let me just swap that over. There. Right. 3. So if we have a card front size, I have a bit shorter than that. So let's take that down to. Right, so that piece is going to be 3 inches by 4.5, or if you're working in centimetres, roughly 7.5 by 11.5 centimetres is this piece. So I'm going to cut a second one because I'm going to make these the same design but 2 different colours. So we've got the Sweet Sorbet with a touch of Daffodil Delight, and then this is the Orchid Oasis. And I'm going to bring in the big watercolour brush so that we can do some stripes. Fluffy cutting. Yeah. I know. Fluffy cutting's not a good thing. I dread to think what the subtitles are saying. Funny. Put that magnet out the way. So I've pulled in the large of the water brush. So our water painters come in a pack of 3. You get a small, a medium, and then this very large brush. And this allows us to do big watercolor stripes really easily. So, Sweet Sorbet. And I'm going to do some stripes. So, let's get this inky. Lather. And just do it in one fluid movement across the page. And There we've got our cool watercolor stripes. Now you can sort of go to the edges of that as well. If I grab a pokey tool and just hold it flat, I can come across that edge. One of the best ways to do that, but you can come down that edge just to kind of tie that in, and down that edge as well. I'm trying not to cast more shadows, but okay. Jen says you always make it look so easy and straight. Well, it is wibbly. It is wibbly. Let me right. Let me clean the brush because we don't want any of the sorbet colour on there when we colour the Orchid Oasis. Just want to make sure that that's nice and clean. Love that. I do love a watercolour stripe. It has to be one of my favourite backgrounds. Shall we do Orchid Oasis? Right. Now, we don't want any of this red picking up, so I'm going to just use one of my little mats. So the grid sheets are perfect for this, the little ones that come with the Stampin' Up, because we can just pop that in. And then we have some clean paper. Right, let's do this. This doesn't look wibbly. Get a ruler out. Right, I'm going to put a bit of water on first, and then we're going to take the ink across the same stripe. And my brush is wet then, going on to that next stripe. You want a bit of the water there to help the flow of that ink. And just add a bit more colour to those. Yes, just straighten those lines up a little. There. My friend was painting and put her brush straight in her coffee. I have done that before. I try and keep, like, I've got my orange squash over the far side of my desk, away, right out of anywhere that I could reach with the paintbrush, because it would be exactly what I would be doing. I think I'm going to leave. Oh, I don't know. Should I put some ink on those edges? Don't know. Don't think it needs it. Doesn't really need it. Just making it look more messy. You can add thinner stripes back over the top as well. So let's do that with this one. And I'll show you. So if we let that dry or heat dry it, so if I grab the heat tool, we could then add back over the top some thinner lines, and for that you could use your other paintbrush. So this is the medium brush, so we could then bring that back and add some darker lines going back through the thicker lines as well, just to kind of break it up a bit. Just makes it look a little bit less. If you've got less lines that you're less happy with that are maybe less straight, then you could add more lines across it and make it deliberately wibbly. Is what we could do with that. Got some darker ink going. There. Looks a bit different, doesn't it? Different to the red being so well, not perfect, but they're very there. Right, leave it alone. Leave it alone. Maybe one at the bottom. Maybe just one more. There. Happy with that. Do you think you'll give this a go? Do you think you'll give this technique a go? You've done it before. It's a fun way to play around with the colours. Okay, so let's get that dry. And we can pop this onto a card. So if you're joining slightly later, I'm going to be giving these cards away at the end of the live. So pop, if you haven't already, pop in the hashtag happy mail, and your name will go into the draw. Currently we have, how many do we have? We have 29 entries, and there is 60 of you watching. So if you'd like to be in the draw, just pop that in the comments or in the live chat. I should say. And your name will go in. And it doesn't matter if you can be anywhere in the world. I will post it to you wherever you are in the world. So it is open to everyone. Right, let's do something with this now. Lid on, so we don't get water all over the desk. And then we want something. Now I'm going to just trim these edges, just because the paint's kind of pulled on those edges a little bit. I think just to tidy them up, we'll just take a little bit of that off. And it definitely makes that look a little bit cleaner. And if you've got any sort of funny edges at the top or anything like that, then you can just trim that down. I'm going to bring that in a bit. So we've got our stripes on there. That red, those edges are not too bad actually. They're all right. I'd say it's a good idea to paint on a slightly bigger piece and then cut down. And then you get those edges all nice and clean. Right. Let's do something with this. So we want, are we going to put that on a circle? I've got lots of circles cut. What have I got cut? Tags and circles and things. Nothing particularly big. I've got some bits cut. and there. And let me to circle or not to circle, that is the question. Right, let me put. Oh, I don't know. Can you hear my brain is whirring. I'm like, what can I pull in with this? What can I pull in with this? Right, we have got cardstock. We could just do a white layer. Keep it simple and mount that up on a white. So now we've trimmed that down, I need to just check my measurements. So I'll cut that to 3 by 4 and a bit. 4.5, 4 and a bit. By 3 and a bit. So someone said all pretty. I love the circle. So to circle it is. I've got a circle. And this piece going to end up being a slightly different size, but that's okay. And a bit by 3 and a. So I've got a mat of white. Kathleen says, so pretty. I'm liking these colours, green included. Oh. I've got a stripe. Want just a bit of background, really. What have we got? Anything is possible. Congratulations. Thanks in the hand penned. That thanks is nice, isn't it? We've got just that scripty thanks. We could just do that. And trim that out. We don't want that to overshadow the petals. Stamp that. Gonna fit? No. I've got so many scrap white bits, but let's see, this bit's a bit better. Oh, that might. And clean that. I'm just going to keep it fairly simple with the stripes, and we can just put a thanks on there, can't we? And then it'll be thank you for joining me live, because these cards are going to go out to 3 of you. So how small can we trim that down? Just have that thanks sort of sitting there, maybe. Push that over a little. Something. Coming together. And got these, and then we could bring in Orchid Oasis. Let's have a look at what paper have we got. Orchid. I'm going to do one in white. I'm going to cut an Orchid Oasis base and just score that in half. Amy says, love the watercolour stripes. Stacey's going to have a go at them. Fabulous. If you do have a go and you want to share your cards, you can come on over to the Stampin' Cove and you can share your cards. There's monthly challenges in there, which of course you are welcome to play along with. However, you can share any cards that you're making, challenge or not challenge, into that group. So if you've been inspired by these cards that I'm making on my live, you could share them in that group. I'd love to see them. I'm sure everyone else would too. So let's put that. We want a little bit of texture on that background, don't we? Let's see if we can bring in I don't know. Let's see if we can stamp this. And Jen says, I walked away for a moment and came back to see these appearing. Right, that's... I know I should clean that because it's got stays on, but ain't good time. Put a bit of tone on tone on that background, and that makes all the difference. I think that's just going to lift it there. Better. Kathleen's got double of me. She's got one from yesterday, making yesterday's replay of the class, and then me watercolouring on here. Oh, mind blown. Okay, let's pop this on. So watercolour cardstock onto our white layer, just to give that edge. Pop that up. Shall we use a bit of the metallic? That one is. I was trying to use not kind of used all the new stuff. Although I'm loving using the new stuff, I was trying to not use too much of it at the moment, saving it for my catalogue launch. Right. That's pretty, isn't it? Let's see if we can just tuck that in. Get some loops going. Sparkly ribbon behind the flowers, maybe. There. My tape. The blue is gorgeous, isn't it? It's got a real, I don't know, it's purpley. I feel like I've dressed for the colour that I'm using. Look, my jumper. Almost similar. Let me see. Right. Maybe 2 loops is enough. Two loops is plenty. Don't want loads sticking out from there. Just enough to give it a little something from behind so that you can see a bit of sparkle, but not, I don't know. Yeah, no, the 2 is fine. Just a little something. Right, let's do the let's put flowers on dimensionals. and up onto that circle. There. And then the thanks can sit down here. Also, just on a dimensional off to the edge there. So that's going to sit there. That can go just with some glue. And then that'll go on there. Just a little bit of that shimmer peeking out. Lisa's colours are more beautiful in use. This orchid, isn't it beautiful? Gorgeous, gorgeous. And it really is purpley. I think it looks more blue on screen, but it is got a purpley tone to it for sure. Right, let's mount up this one. So we've got the sweet sorbet is the other one that we've done. And I'm going to, no, I won't. Right. Ignore me. Ignore me. As you were. Right, let me score this. And bring that on there. So we've got the white mounted layer there, so we can pop that up on dimensional. Again, we could keep it just clean white, or we could stamp we can do both. Let's have a look, because we don't have to use it. We can give that a wipe. We'll try it with the sweet sorbet behind, and if we don't like it, we can then just use a plain white card, and we can use this for something else, or I can use this for something else. Oh, well, there we go. Let me try again. Too much water left on that. All right, let me try again. Better. Nice, nice, nice. And maybe just one over to this side. So maybe not as much as we had on the Orchid Oasis card, but still nice kind of background. Do you like that? Or do you think we prefer it plain? Have it plain white or with the flowers? I think I'm quite taken to the flowers behind. Karen, my first pre-order is arriving tomorrow, and my second, ordered after your unboxing, is arriving on Tuesday. Oh, don't know whether to say sorry or not. I mean, 2 days in a row of boxes arriving. That sounds like a good idea. Diane and Chris both say plain, so not with the stamping behind. Do you think just plain white? Let's see. I would put it on some sorbet, but I don't think I've got any. Well, I have got some, but I'm going to I need to think about how I cut into that. There, just keep it really simple. Keep it on the white. I think so. Diane and Chris. Brian's in agreement with Diane and Chris. Yep. Okay. We'll keep that for another card. That will be pretty with something else. Let's glue these together. I'm going to I'm going to pop this up on dimensionals. And we'll have a little bit of twine on this one, can't we? Maybe a bit of parakeet. Maybe the lime. Oh, I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe the red. I'm going to go sorbet. So we'll go around and then we'll go a couple of times round and just into a bow on this side. There. And let's layer this, lay it flat. That's going to go on some dimensionals, so we can pop that up. Everyone's saying plain, yeah. And I'm chop into these. I feel like I'm always using edges of dimensional. It might have something to do with the amount of dimensionals I do use, but don't let the edges go to waste. Okay, let's get that in the middle. And very happy. That's going to sit. Oh, nearly, not quite straight. There. And we'll have the circle. And then the flowers can sit on there. And then the thanks. So it's going to just overhang slightly. Do you know what? That's going to have to go on dimensionals as well because it's it's rocking over that twine. So it will be better up on some dimensionals to stop that happening. There. Better. And that things can just sit on there. There we go. So I've got that on dimensionals. Get my green powder slightly off to the left, but I'm sure I might trim that side down a little bit just to balance it out. I have got it slightly over to that side, but who's looking? Who's looking? There you go. 3 cards made. Right. Let me bring them back in and I will try and do. I don't think I'm going to do the sharing because I haven't quite checked my setup for that, but I will pull the names for these cards. Let's do them in order. If you haven't, now's the time. Hashtag happy mail, all one word. Pop it in the live chat and your name will go into the draw for one of these cards. You will just need to email me. If your name is pulled out, you will need to email me at emma@coastalcrafter.com with your postal address. Okay, so be listening. If the name is pulled out, make sure you pop me an email. Okay, right, let's go. Let me pull that up. So let me see. We'll try and share the screen. Just No, I won't. I'm not going to attempt. Right, let me draw the names. So, first name out is Pam Charney. Let me take a little screen grab of that. There we go. Well done, Pam. I will send this one out to you. So that is coming to you. Thank you for joining me. Right, let me make a note. That one is Pam. And next up is thanks going squint. Put that back on there. Kath Rayner. Kath, well done. That one's coming to you. Your name has been pulled out. And Kath, I'm going to put a little extra dimensional on that, thanks, because it's just gone a bit wobbly. That one's for you, Kath. And grab that one as well. And for the third and final card, let me draw again. Drum roll. It is Claire. Well done, Claire Kiefer. So I have, I've got your address, Claire. So I will pop that one out in the mail to you. Claire. Thank you for joining me, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed them. And thank you for commenting as we're live. If you're watching on the replay, do pop a comment in the comment section. And I do check those and try and reply back to you all. So if you're watching, then feel free to comment and message me. I will take proper photos of these and share them at some point throughout the week. But thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you are inspired to have a go with the watercolouring yourself, even if it's just having a go with some stripes on some watercolour paper and pull in some other stamp sets. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Thank you, everyone. Have a lovely week, whatever you are up to. Stay safe and well. And I will be back here again for another live with you next Sunday evening, same time, 8:30 British summer time. And I will see you again then. Thanks for joining me. Take care, everyone. Bye.